Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. I didn't see you right there. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor if you haven't already. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Show your appreciation and your support for the channel. It's greatly appreciated, trust me. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So, something that's kind of been on the back burner with, you know, the whole food poisoning thing, and I had the move coming and the job change and jumping cities. Excuses, right? Everybody's got one, just like you know what. But I actually was able to do a full wearing today. One that I've been needing to do. I noticed that 504 Man Reviews recently did his review on it as well. So what are we talking about? It's Alt Fragrance's version of Sauvage called Farouche, number 29. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this one. This is the most impressive of the alt fragrances that I have had. This impresses me more than Executive does. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. All right, guys, so Alt Fragrances Farouche. Did a full wearing today. I'm gonna give you the note breakdowns, give you my thoughts, and I actually have a sample of Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette from Sephora right here for comparison's sake. So, it's classified as an aromatic fougere. Top notes on this one are bergamot and ambroxan. In the mid, you're looking at geranium, pepper, and lavender. And on the base, you're looking at vetiver and patchouli. So, presentation on this one, nothing special. 5 out of 10. We'll just skip right ahead. Atomizers are nice though. I will give them that. They do have very good distribution. But, like I said, very, very basic setup. The label's okay, but basic as they come on the bottles. So, in the opening on this one, it's what you would expect. Ambroxan, and more ambroxan. I don't really get the bergamot. I do get a little bit of pepper. Of course, I get the lavender, and it's a very sharp metallic note to it. The way these notes break down together and blend together, it's very sharp, very metallic. Even though this is an eau de parfum concentration, it more closely resembles the eau de toilette concentration. It does not smell like the eau de parfum. That's why I got a sample of the eau de toilette for comparison's sake. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and spray that on my wrist now. I've done this a few times already, just testing it. Minus full wearings. Give it a little shot on top of my hand. So, and then once that transition hits, you're still smelling, that's right, you guessed it, bunch of ambroxan. And then you're still getting the pepper and the lavender. It's very aromatic, and it's got a peppery spice, but it's just ambroxan on top of ambroxan. There's so much ambroxan, you would think that there's ambroxan in the top notes, mid notes, and base notes. I mean, those of you that have smelled Sauvage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then once you get into that dry down, you guessed it, more ambroxan, and I do get a little bit of vetiver. Now, the scent on this one, I have to say, they did very well. It is very, very, very close to the eau de toilette version concentration of Dior Sauvage. It's very impressive, to be honest with you. If I had to put a percentage on it, I would say it's in that 90% range. It's really, really, really close, guys. Like good job, Alt. The scent on this one's actually gonna get an 8 out of 10 because it's almost a dead ringer for the eau de toilette of Dior Sauvage. And to be honest with you, it performs better. Let's go ahead and get into this longevity. So I did get 10 solid hours with this today. And at the 8-hour mark, I was still impressed. I could still smell it on my chest. I can't smell it anymore, but I mean, it's been 12 hours since I put it on. So, and it's gone, but it faded at that 10-hour mark. It just fell off a cliff, no longer a skin scent. It started becoming a skin scent around the 9-hour mark. So for that, I'm actually gonna give it a 9 out of 10 in longevity. Projection. It's what this used to be, and I mean, it doesn't project as heavy as it did originally when it came out, but I'll tell you what, this one projects like this one did when it came out. It's heavy. You smell yourself. Like the few times I've tested it on my hand, I'd be playing my PlayStation and I could smell it an hour and a half, 2 hours later, just radiating off my hand. I got 3 compliments today, and well, 2 out of the 3 knew it was Dior Sauvage, and I had to let them know I'm actually testing an alternative to Dior Sauvage and explain to them, you know, this is new job. Not everybody knows I review fragrances. So explain to them, give them the breakdown, sparks a whole nother conversation on top of that. But I digress. But very, very heavy, beyond arm's length, easy 6 feet projection for quite a few hours. Like, I didn't really clock the amount of time, but I know it was past the 3-hour mark. It was several hours. It got arm's length within the 3-hour mark probably. It was very impressive. So longevity's 9 out of 10 and projection's right there behind it at 8 out of 10. Overall, good job, Alt Fragrances. This is a 7.5 out of 10. I think this is probably the best pickup from Alt Fragrances. This gets my vote over Executive. It used to be Executive. Executive was my favorite from the house because it's very close to Creed Aventus. It really is. And I'll tell you what, for the performance I get from my bottle of Creed Aventus, Executive's pretty close to that, 6-7 hours. But this was almost spot on. Projects heavier than the current formulation of Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette and lasts longer. I mean, I got 10 hours. It's very, very impressive. This 50 ml, I'll run you around $30 or $40. Very impressed by that. Kudos. Actually, I'm going to give you the little good for you clap, Alt Fragrances, because good for you. Very good job on this one. This is one that I would highly suggest. As a matter of fact, I'll link Alt Fragrances website in the description. I don't benefit from it. It was sent for me for review, but all these opinions were my own. I get nothing if you click that link and order something from them. I just wanted to tell you how I feel about it. They definitely impressed me. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Have you tried Farouche from Alt Fragrances? Do you even like Dior Sauvage? Does Ambroxan give you a big headache? I know that's a big issue for some people, that Ambroxan gives migraines because it's so synthetically chemical. And I mean, it's a strong chemical too. And I'll tell you what, this is not a subtle fragrance. It's not for the faint of heart. This is what Dior Sauvage was a few years ago. So, and I will say that if you get your hands on this one and you give it a spray now, there's a really good chance you'll thank me later. Have a great night, guys.